Hello again. It's time for scrapbook number 2, which is basically a continuation from the first scrapbook, only done in a new book because I ran out of room. So it's really, it still helps show the evolution of my scrapbooking in a sense, because it's still very much, I have almost no supplies. So yes, that book went up through, I think 10th grade, and then this one, I really need to reorganize them, but this one starts after that, and it goes up through senior year, but really I'm like 4 years behind on it. That's how caught up I need to get on my scrapbooking. It's horrible. But so yeah, here is scrapbook number 2, the continuation of my life scrapbooks, basically, the ones that document just like me. Again, it's in a binder. My name is on the side. I wrote it on a scrap paper. I didn't do the back on this one. I did the front with some of my favorite pictures. This is me and my best friend. Senior year, this is a picture from me working at the camp that I work at, and then this was my boyfriend, now fiance, and first year we were dating. I didn't really talk much about most of the stuff in my first scrapbook because it was really basic stuff. It was middle school and it was summer camp. You know, it was really, really basic stuff. But yeah, so for this, I had it was a pattern paper that had like this flower pattern in it, so I just cut out the flowers to use as if they were die cuts. They're not as thick, and then I put it on this like lacy pattern paper, and then I just wrote live, laugh, and love on it with a pen. So again, I really didn't have many more. I found an old stamp of Mom's that said happy birthday. I started this book with my sweet 16 birthday party. So I just tried to use some layering of colors that I liked. Again, cutting out the pictures, different shapes and sizes, and then I made my own pattern paper with a no, it wasn't a roller stamp, it was a wooden back stamp that my mom got way back in elementary school from Stampin' Up. And then I had a few stickers here to do that with. Still really simple, and then starts my time, the first summer that I started working at Path of Life Camp. So I guess this video works as a kind of get to know me too, because I can't help but talk about my pictures. So yeah, this was my very first, 2007 was my first summer ever working at the Path of Life Camp in Port Crane, New York, and I love it. So this was a picture of a sunset, but it printed out really bad, but yeah, I used like not Photoshop, I used like Word and just used clip art on the pictures. This is a candy wrapper that one of my friends that I made that summer and I had an inside joke about, because it's a rum toffee, and long story, one of those inside joke things. A group picture that was just a favorite picture at the time. And then this is a folded up piece of paper. It says memories to last a lifetime, because that whole summer, that was the summer that Jonathan and I became best friends, and every day we'd pass at least 1 or 2 notes to each other, if not more, and we'd always fold them like this. So I just stuck that in there, you know, as a little memory. Take up room. Put this acronym down here, which I had written on my arm all summer to remind me that it was about the kids at camp. It wasn't about just having fun. I used the computer again to like type up little things and print them out, and then I matted them on colored paper, and then tried to layer different colors of pictures. And then this was for the cowboy, this was the kitchen girl page, the CIT, which I was my first summer, or kitchenettes as we called ourselves. So this was the page that I made for them, and then this is someone who just didn't really have a group page to go on, and he had a very love-hate relationship with the kitchen girls. In fact, he still does 6 years later, so he's on that page. This was for the cowboys for that summer. So Jonathan started as a cowboy that summer along with our friend Ben. So I had these little paper stars, and then again, really simple. Basically I had this huge stack of neon cardstock that I just whatever. So up here, this was the page for the counselors. So up here, I did like this thing. I just tried to make it, you know, a little bit different. Technically, Mr. J was the nurse, David was the lifeguard, and Mr. Scott is actually the program director. But the rest of these are counselors. This is actually my brother. He was only there for like half the summer, and was between the barn and being a counselor. But I took this picture of him and his girlfriend at the time, who were both working there, and to make it like, I don't know, just try to make it different, I cut it in half and like tilted part of it. I don't know, I like how it came out. Then over here I tried doing a collage. This was our team flag for Teen Week, which was like one of the best weeks ever. Cut out the flag. I tried cutting out our team and a heart, like just to mix things up, because like I said many times, I had no stickers or anything, so I had to make do with what I had. I definitely recommend that being one of the first things you buy if you're going to start scrapbooking, though, is buy stickers. If you can't get stamps, that's fine. Just go and buy stickers, even if they're like clearance stickers or something. Start with stickers, and neutral paper is good, not neon paper. Just get like neutral colors, and then if you can, get some pattern paper as well. Basically, get some of the basic stuff that I pointed out in my last craft haul. This was another collage page of just candids from that summer with friends, and then more of those paper hearts. I mean, not hearts, paper flower cutouts that I had in a bag somewhere. And another collage candid page. And then this was 11th grade. Jonathan and I started dating after that summer. We started dating probably like 2 or 3 weeks before school started. This is actually the first picture that was ever taken of us after we started dating. One of my favorites. That's why it's the only one on the page. And then I cut out of green paper these and tried making it special by using pen. And then I cut these swirlies out by hand, and then just wrote in a black pen. And then this is my cheerleading page. I didn't have any stickers this year. I just had like colored pencils and paper and Sharpies. So mostly colored pencils. So yeah, really basic. Really, when it comes to scrapbooking, while there are lots of people who do like the super fancy, there's one picture to a 12 by 12 page with a bunch of random, you know, stuff layered all around it. Those are really pretty. They're gorgeous. I'm not sure if I can pull that off. I'm going to try to do some of those. But I really just like making the memories last. That's what scrapbooking is all about for me. It's making the memories last and having fun remembering those memories. So, and then I was doing a page for every friend that I hung out with all the time. That ended up changing, like, and being most, like, that, how I organized the book just ended up changing. But this is the first page I ever made for Jonathan. This is Spirit Week. I tried cutting out squares and writing the letters on it to make it a little special. For my birthday, he got me a calligraphy set, so I was trying to learn calligraphy. And then basketball, I cut out a little basketball. And this is senior year's banquet, which my class put on. I was the president that year of my class, and so we threw this. This is my name card. And then more calligraphy. The theme was a moment in time. This is Jonathan and I in our dressed up, and then this was the decoration, how I We decorated the tables. We had the bowl with the floating lights and the goldfish, and then rose petals. It was so pretty. If I could, I probably would have looked into trying that for my reception, because it was really just that pretty. And then for this page here, because the colors were red, black, and silver, this here is a cutout from the invitation. My friend Ben's mom made the invitations, and this is from the invitation. I cut it out because I thought it was really pretty. These over here, I found like a flower stamp and stamped it, and it didn't really come out, so I went over it with like black pen to make it stand out better. That's him and I, yay! And then my best friend and our friend Ben, they went together. And then sadly this came out really dark, but that's my best friend and I. Together we got ready at her house. For the background of this, you can see it's really shiny. It's shiny silver. And what I did was, I don't know if I can pull this out really, but I used silver wrapping paper. Yeah, you can't see that. Well, you kind of can here. And I wrapped it as if it were a present to make it silver, because I didn't have any actual like silver paper, and I didn't have money to just go and buy shiny paper, and so I used silver wrapping paper and wrapped a piece of cardstock with it. And then for this one here, this was our party van that Ben and Heather's sisters put together for us. They decorated the inside of the van, got us sparkling grape juice, goldfish, stuff like that. It was awesome. We called it the party van, so I wrote that on the sides. It's a little hard to write on black paper though. Really you need like a silver Sharpie, which I didn't have. I just had like a clear gel like raised pen type thing, but whatever. And then I did a page just for Jonathan. So I put his name with calligraphy, and a picture of him that I liked, of him smiling in his suit. A picture of us together at the after party, which was at a bowling alley. And then wrote made for each other over here. Really simple, but I really like it. And this is just a really simple collage. It just has a heart saying party. So that was a really fun night. And this one's really simple, but I kind of liked it. I would have come out better if I had Sharpies at the time, but I didn't have Sharpies anymore. Just took a base paper and just did like I just blocked it, and I don't usually do that kind of thing, but I liked how it came out. And this one, I basically had we did a whole long weekend together, and I didn't have enough for a whole page that I liked when trying to lay it out and stuff. So I did it like half pages. So I wrote tennis here. I used a pen to make lines on the paper and then cut out the circles. And then to separate the days, I had like that paper where it comes in the size like a full sheet, but it peels, and I just cut a strip out of it. I don't remember how I got that paper. I think, oh, yes I do. My friend Heather was scrapbooking. We decided our junior year we made a pretty darn epic scrapbook for our friend Lindsay as a graduation gift, so she gave me some of the leftover stuff that she had bought, and this was one of those things, along with these raindrop dot stickers, which are one of my favorite things to scrapbook with. This was a day where we played in the rain on her trampoline, which if you've never used a trampoline in the pouring rain, it's kind of epic and you need to try it. So yeah, there's that. I cut out the words rain with just scissors, which is easier said than done. And then the next day we all went to the zoo. So I cut out zoo and used the O's as frames for animals, and then I cut out, I was sitting on a bench, but I like cut out the outline. It's not focusing for some reason, but I cut out the outline and made it so that I was sitting on the Z, which I thought was kind of clever, make it more interesting since I didn't have much to work with. And then for this one, I cut out grass and a flower from paper and just glued them all together. Used some a Sharpie and just did some pictures, and then cut out a sun, layered 2 colors of blue, and then we did the squashed pennies. And now I do tend to put the actual squash pennies in my books a lot of the time, but this one I just took a picture so it was close up and put the squash penny there. So yeah, so this video has gotten way longer than I thought it would be. So this is going to be part 1, and I'm just going to have to make part 2 because yeah, this is ridiculously long. So bye!